I'm Matt Kinsey, International President for Toastmasters International. And Toastmasters has four core values. And the first of those is integrity. When I ran for second vice president, I had a quote on my website, and it said that integrity is like authority. If you have to tell other people you have it, you probably don't. And the US investor Warren Buffett would not hire somebody if they didn't demonstrate integrity. What is integrity? How do we demonstrate that when the most well-known definition of integrity is doing the right thing when no one is watching? Well, with all due respect, I find that definition to be at an intermediate level. It needs to go a little bit deeper. And in my experience, integrity starts from the inside with your values. And integrity is when your thoughts, your actions are aligned with those values, and your decision making is based on those values rather than on personal gain. Now, in June 2021, I saw a great example of that. I woke up like any other morning. I turned on the news and I saw that Champlain Tower in Surfside, Florida, USA, a suburb of Miami, had collapsed overnight, and 98 people had lost their lives. Over the next few weeks, everybody wanted to know what happened, what caused that building to collapse. And the investigation showed three things. The first thing was that there was a design flaw. The building had been designed poorly, and it was constructed according to the plans, but it was designed poorly. And the second thing was that salt water and rainwater were coming into the building because of the design flaw. And if you've lived near a saltwater coast, you understand how corrosive salt water is to both steel and concrete. And the third thing, and probably the most tragic of all, was that the board of directors of the association knew that the problem was there. They knew what it was going to take to fix it, and they didn't. Aren't we like that? Isn't our integrity a mirror of that? I shared last month that I have a habit of leaning on my head instead of my heart, and I have to remind myself to focus on heart-led leadership. What habit do you have that's getting in the way of your leadership? The second thing is a foreign substance, in this case, salt water, was getting in. What's the salt water in your leadership? Is it a person you're listening to? Is it a set of thoughts that no longer serve you well? Is it somebody else's voice who's causing you to make decisions that are not aligned with your values? And the third thing is that when we do fall out of integrity, because let's be honest, we all do you take the actions to clean it up? To me, that's how we demonstrate that we're acting in integrity, and no one will ever have to ask. Integrity, like all of our core values, is best used as a mirror to say, am I acting in integrity? Are my thoughts and actions aligned with my values and the values of Toastmasters International when I make decisions that impact those? And if they are, then I can sleep really well at night. What about you? I encourage you to examine your own definition of integrity, to examine your own values and make sure that your thoughts and actions are aligned with your values and those of the organization, and use it as a mirror to hold up to yourself instead of perhaps as a weapon to use against others. Until next month, I'm Matt Kinsey, International President of Toastmasters International.